hopefully everybody's having a totally awesome day. I am here with some of the cast of the Americano. Great YouTube web series. Everybody's always striving for something, fighting for something, and this is a little, literally, and a metaphor in the show, and it's a great web series. I'm here with the cast, and also Maritza Diaz is my co-host for today.
Hi guys, sorry.
Oh, no problem. Tell us a little bit about your background. I met you on the Society. We did some extra work on a TV show. So what do you usually do for day to day? Are you more into acting? I know you do modeling. Talk about that.
Okay, so I'm from Rhode Island, guys. I model full time and I act just sometimes. I like to do it just to exercise myself and just keep myself on my toes. But yeah, I mainly model and that's about it.
Also, you're selling yourself short. Awesome Halloween, like cosplay, whoever she's teaming up with modeling-wise, literally transforming her into like from a mummy. I've seen one like you were a demon or something, and like different ones,
yeah,
yes.
So this year I kind of started doing a lot more Halloween looks. I actually really find it fun. We did a mummy, we did Joker, I did the devil look. I actually did the makeup for that myself, and I just wanted to try something new, and it came out great.
Oh yeah, they were fantastic photos. I was like, if I knew the DSL camera, I would have tried to wiggle enough room to do a modeling shoot, but I'm not the best at camera, so if I'm gonna do something, I always make sure I'm gonna do it at least 51%. I'm getting that D-. I'm not getting an F, so I'm not doing that.
And you don't know about the tournament?
I normally just clean floors.
In 3 weeks, there's a tournament. Every fighter who signs up picks a name from a hat. You beat your name, and you beat their name, until all the names are done. Winner gets 20,000.
Can you train me?
What?
Can you train me?
Are you kidding?
I got into my dream school and I can't even afford it. You taught me nothing! You taught me what not to do! Look at me when I'm talking to you. I'm from Brazil. I speak Portuguese. Didn't you learn that in the 2nd grade? If you don't know basic geography by now, maybe you should learn. And even though I'm not born here, I don't know anything else. And for a long time, I was afraid of going back to a country that I know nothing about.
Bye. Here's the cast of Americano. Introduce yourself, tell us about the part you play, and what got you into this project, and everything in between.
So my name is Natalia Souza. I play Camilla on Americano, and I'm his on-screen girlfriend. What got me into Americano was, honestly, Kat, our writer and creator of Americano, a director, she randomly DMs me one day on Instagram and is like, hey, I'm doing this series, and like describes it and is like, someone recommended me to you, like, would you like to send in a tape? And I was like, sure. And that's really how I got into it. It was kind of accidental, but I think it was meant to happen, you know?
Oh, I'm Andre Carvalhais, and I play Jonas on Americano as her on-screen boyfriend. And the way I got started with it was Kat also DM'd me on Instagram, like out of nowhere, out the blue, for a lot of people. And she asked me, oh, I have this show going on, would you like to play this character, so on and so forth. And at the time, I was like looking for something to do with my life. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I was like, sure, I'm gonna give this a try. And so I sent in the audition tapes, which I had no idea what I was doing. It's like my first time ever acting, and she's like, she liked it, I guess. So thank you, Kat. She selected me for it, and I couldn't be happier.
Now, when it comes to on-screen chemistry, how much time did you guys have to like chit chat or figure out if this was going to work, like the flow between you two?
This is funny. This question is funny because we barely had any time. We were just we had one chemistry read, but it was like the first time we were meeting and we read, like we hadn't even really been that familiar with the script ourselves. So we kind of just like read it together, remember that first day? And it was like, it was all right, but then like I just remembered the first scene that you and I had to film together. It was like kind of an intense like scene that needed that chemistry. We had to end up redoing it too.
Oh yeah, the scenes we can't really talk about it,
Yeah,
but
we
that
can't.
scene specifically, we did have to redo it because it was that chemistry wasn't there yet. So when we filmed it, it was I want to say almost a little awkward. Like it was a little weird because.
But also there were other factors, but that was a big one.
Yeah, it just wasn't there as either friends and coworkers, so it had to be redone.
Yeah.
So I think we'd all like to get to know you guys just a little bit more. Was this like your first acting experience? Were you already acting before this, or was this like your first ever acting gig?
So for me, this is my first on like camera acting, like film acting. I've done theater for about like 5 years. So I'm more used to live like acting and live performance, but I wanted to get a break into this, and like I said, it just kind of happened. It just kind of came to me, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was my first acting role ever. When I was in high school, I did like theater arts class. We put on like 6 little plays for like live stuff as well, and that was cool. But this was definitely my first major production, major role, and first acting thing.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
When it comes to doing the choreographed like fighting and stuff like that, did you have anybody on set with real boxing experience, and how did that flow? Because one of the problems, and not a lot of people see it when it comes to boxing films, like Raging Bull, Play It to the Bone, Rocky movies, is when you're doing a boxing scene, you're very hesitant. When even though it's fake, in a real boxing match, you're not that hesitant, and it really just most films, like if you really watch boxing, you can kind of tell it in the actor's eyes. How did you work with that?
So we had 2 like kind of choreographers. One was Tony, who he plays Steven on Americano. He's actually a real boxer as well, and he brought on his friend Jimmy, who is southpaw because I'm lefty and he's also lefty. So I specifically worked with him. And when it came to training, like, yeah, we practiced like, you know, uppercuts, jabs, hooks. Like, we practiced learning all the movements and the proper terms for everything. So we did a little bit of training with that. And then when it came to the actual fight scene, though, me and Jimmy was the one that I fought, and we practiced it before filming, and we took real hits at each other. Like, we were both comfortable with, like, all right, let's make this look realistic as possible. Let's just actually take a few hits to the actual, like, body, like, here and there. Some of them will be, you know, not all the way, but some of them were full on. And so you'll see that as it comes out. And to me, when I was watching it, I can see myself where I was pulling back. Where, you know, you're talking about how it's kind of hard to make it look realistic sometimes, because when you're acting, you're not actually hitting someone. And compared to being in a fight, you're actually throwing real punches. So I can see myself when I was like, kind of like pulling back, not really doing it all the way. But some of them you can tell where it's like, ooh, he got hit. Ooh, he got hit. And so I took real hits, he took real hits. It was awesome.
Now,
What were your like challenges? What were some of the things that you enjoyed a lot, and some of the things that were like really challenging for you?
I think for me, the best part about film acting was probably just that you get multiple takes. It's not as much pressure as like having live performance. And I don't know what the worst part would be. I can't really.
Worst part, probably, for me at least, sometimes memorizing my lines.
Oh,
and
right.
Because while I was in high school
But
as well, I forgot. I did a little short film for high school, but even during high school, it was memorizing the lines.
It is difficult sometimes.
That was probably the biggest thing. And maybe I didn't have too much trouble getting into character when it came to filming the scenes, but sometimes I'd struggle with like, all right, let me really zone in on this. But lines for short. Like I have a monologue. That was hard.
one thing I give a tremendous clap for, how little time you guys have to film. How many days was this filmed in, the whole series? And did you just shoot on weekends because everybody's got the 9 to 5 in the indie world?
You want to talk about how your experience was?
Well, So we shot it all in a month, right?
Yeah.
In May. It was like we were on a time constraint because one of our crew had to leave for California, so we were all trying to get it done in that time. But for me, it was kind of just like Kat was really good about working around our schedules because, you know, this is a more amateur, I guess, project. And so yeah, like it was mostly like, when are we free? And then like working around those days, and then we like made a set schedule. But yeah.
So those were long nights. Like I would get out of school, we'd head over there, meet up at 4, and we'd be there till like 3, 2 in the morning sometimes on school nights. And it was just, I don't regret any of it. It was awesome. But a lot of the filming was back to back every day, like 2, 3 times a break a week. And it was just consistent filming throughout the entire month of May because we had that time constraint because of our cinematographer had to go to California and people.
The first one that just pops to mind is like not really a well-known one, I guess, is Remember Me with Robert Pattinson, which I feel like no one really watched that one. It's like, how do I explain it? It's more of like, it's not really like a plot-based kind of film. It's more just like, you just watch like the characters and their dynamics, which I really enjoy that personally. And my kind of dream role that I would love to tackle is, when you said raunchy comedy, I think that would be fun, like a Seth Rogen type of movie, just because I've never done that, and I think that could be interesting.
Favorite movie-wise, so I'm a big superhero nerd. I love those movies ever since Iron Man 1, 2008. Love them. Top 2 movies that when you said that came to mind, probably Logan from 2017, maybe 2018. I don't know. That I cried in the movie theaters when he died. The most unexpected ending, shed a few tears.
I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan or not, but I hear the Mandalorians. You're not going to connect with the lead actor as much because we don't know who he is. But like with Logan, it's supposed to feel like a different type of Western. Logan felt like a Western in a superhero movie.
Right.
This is going to be all about bounty hunters, so it's going to feel like a Western in outer space. So you might like that when Disney Plus drops it. I think November 12th is the first day of Disney Plus.
That character development you had with like Logan himself, seeing him like start from the beginning and then watch him like almost die, it was just like heartbreaking that he's never gonna play that character. Also with Robert Downey Jr., like to me it's like heartbreaking never seeing them as those characters again. Iron Man for him.
Thanks for coming on. Americano, watch it on YouTube. Enjoy. Rock and roll.
Oh, are you guys originally from Boston?
So I was born in Brazil, but I came here when I was 3, so I've lived here my whole life. Yeah.
I was born here. I'm first born generation here, Brazilian American.
And you said you went to school, college. Did you go to college in Boston? or-
I'm taking a year off before going back into college
okay.
in general. I just tired of the school system for now, so pursuing acting, modeling as well, or anything that really is my passions, put that into focus.
Just going to jump in 1 second. I highly recommend Boston Casting, CP Casting, Slate Casting, and Grant Whiffley in New York, and Central Casting. Those are like all the ones around here. Highly recommend those, and I'm also trying to get some of those casting people on. Shout out to all the casting people, all the great people I've worked with. We'd love to have you on, and also for the game segment, have you judge some people auditioning and talk about do's and don'ts in the casting process.
I'd love to see that actually. Do's and don'ts of auditioning, definitely.
Yeah, that actually, I think everyone needs a little refreshment on what not to do and what to do. So, do you guys plan on acting more? Is this like going to be your main focus now?
Yeah, for sure. I think we both kind of agree, right? Americano has really kind of, I think, awakened this like love for acting, and I think it's like if you kind of, I think I more so now want to put it first. I think before I was more like, this is a hobby. I think now I want to put it first.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's why I say I'm so grateful for Kat asking me to play this character.
Americano, watch it on YouTube. Enjoy. Rock and roll. The holidays are around the corner. Everybody's in the holiday spirit, but we all drink like a fish to survive the family. We love them to death, but it's that liquid courage that gets us to survive the holidays with them. So also survive on the road. Uber,
Use a Lyft
taxi,
or use a designated driver.
be a survivor, not just with your family. Rock and roll from Totally Random Talk. Perfect. One of those will be perfect. And now we can get into the game segment and reset up. And Maritza are going to be one team.
Team Americano.
And guess first. And
Yeah,
All
ladies
right, go
first.
ahead, go ahead.
Me? Okay.
No, you.
From where?
you start
Right here?
it off. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Oh shoot. Almost.
hopefully this doesn't mess up Pedro, our great and glorious director you never get to see, but we might have to move the table a little further away to get some bounce.
There's no bounce on this one.
No,
All right. No, I'm not playing no more. That's it. Ready?
I have to be the first one to get a point.
I don't know. This is just sad.
Yeah.
I think hopefully this isn't ruining Pedro's work. Maybe.
Right there is
Yeah,
too far.
Oh, you think it's gonna
Right
be?
there, right there, right there.
Yeah, okay.
That's too far.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
I
Damn.
can't even see it in the frame.
Right there.
Yeah.
Wait. I was.
It's hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my turn.
Of course. Let's go. Watch this. Take this.
Okay, you better.
Take
I
this.
swear, I
I
feel like a
can't-
bad carny made this game.
Oh my! I didn't even. That like curved. It like.
So off.
It like spun in the air.
I need to be the first one to make it.
Oh, you like? I think you went over.
Woo!
Let's go, Nat. Let's go, Nat.
Oh,
Imagine me.
I'm so totally gonna make us look good in this.
Let's go!
All right. Team Americano. One.
Grab your ball.
Let me get that ball real quick. Team A.
Please.
You just talk to the ball. It may go in.
Keep hitting the rim.
Oh, since the holidays are around the corner, what are people looking forward to the most about the holidays?
Ah,
All right. Oh, thank you.
What are people looking forward to
grab your
most
ball.
the holidays?
Yeah, go.
Oh, it is. Sorry.
Someone answer. I'm gotta focus real quick.
What are we looking forward?
Yeah.
Gifts. Presents. Like giving presents. I like giving presents personally.
What a kind
See,
soul.
I think it's
You know
the
what I used to
ball.
look forward to the most?
What?
And this just shows my one thing food. I used to love every year. Oh,
So I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
2 points.
I used to love gingerbread Pop-Tarts. I'm like, they only made them for a few years. I don't think they still make them, but it had a gingerbread and it was made out of gingerbread
Yeah.
and it had frosting in it. And I was like, that's when you know the Christmas season's starting, when you find those.
I've
in the
never
store.
seen
Never
those.
heard of those.
Damn, he's carrying.
Yes.
All right.
It's a tie, guys.
Is
Oh,
it?
why is it? It's not even my turn.
Is it? It's a tie?
It's 2-2.
Yeah,
Yep.
you made two.
Damn, okay. All right. Well,
About to make it
You gotta
3-2.
grab your
Ready?
ball.
Oh, thanks.
What'd I say?
that was good. Okay.
It's the same cup though. Does it count?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Of
word.
course it counts. What?
No, it doesn't count.
3-2.
Yes.
Oh,
3-3.
good
I don't
shot.
like.
Well, there goes the ball. Let's go!
Oh,
Everybody's bringing the A game.
Back to back.
come on, Brian.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Technically,
We
that
couldn't
kinda means that
worse, miss worse.
That's not supposed to have a gap, but we're not going to talk about it.
Well, damn, now I feel pressure to make one, and everyone's like making a shot. 3-3, right?
Yep.
3-3.
Was it?
4-3 on
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are four?
Come,
Ah,
I do this.
5-3.
I do this.
your. No. Now it's 4-3.
Oh, now
See,
it's
I'm
4-3.
honest.
Oh,
4-3.
Yeah.
All right, don't make it in between.
Oh my God.
Yay.
Let's go! I feel like I'm mad hyped about beer pong.
So is that 5-5?
That's 5-4.
That's 5-4.
Okay.
They need to miss one, is the problem.
That's not happening. Yo, why is everybody wet right now? Why is everybody making it in?
Like, we
So
like
now,
found
so
a
now is it
technique.
what is it? 4-5?
5-5.
Huh?
Wait.
5-5.
It's 5
Oh,
up. Yeah,
5-5.
5-5.
Oh wow. I'm tired. I have not had 5 Red Bulls today, so that's why I can't count.
I know that wave. Oh my God.
There's that miss.
No.
That's what we needed.
Oh.
Okay.
Fine, we're gonna bring it back. 5-5.
Oh.
Wait, so does that like? Nah, you gotta break time, but you gotta
We took the lead.
match that. Match that.
Yes.
Wait, so now what?
You get it, Brian.
I messed it up.
Now the streak is gone. I'm just kidding.
5. What is it? 6-5.
Yes.
Yeah, 6-5. You guys.
We'll play till 10 now.
Andre, we
Since,
have to
yeah.
win.
I know we have to win.
We have to win.
Hey, don't. Okay. Let me get the streak back going. Ready?
Oh, I'm so he was like famous for like 15 seconds. You remember that guy with that like Instagram post? He's going like this with the salt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Salt guy?
Yeah.
He
That's
did
what
other
it looks
videos
like every
afterwards.
time you go for a shot.
Go ahead,
It's
Brian.
over. It's over. The streak is
What is it? Still 6 up?
Yeah.
6-5.
Ah.
All right.
I always try to go after him.
Let's move.
Oh, I've
Someone's
done
missing
that
the
a
ball.
bunch or twice.
Wait, you.
Someone's missing the ball.
Oh yeah. I am. I'm also missing the
Alright.
marbles too.
It's gonna be from up top.
Oh God.
Please.
Oh my God! If I made that in.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you will.
Everyone was wet. Now everyone's like off.
I know.
Because we're winning.
It's the pressure. Let's go. Let's bring it back.
6-6.
Bring it back.
Wow.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I'm like the headless horseman. If I go too far that way, I'm like my head's out of.
Andre.
It's all right.
I love how they came.
Oh yes, 7-6.
Whoops.
Oh my God.
There's like
You have
pie
to
on my
fix
ball.
Just put it on the floor.
Oh, I'll take it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no problem whatsoever.
Thank
Put
you.
it right over here.
Here you
Whoops.
go. Wait, what is it?
So it's who's after him? You?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What? 6 up now?
Yeah. 7 up. Yep.
7 up?
7-6. Yeah.
Natal, you gotta carry
I
us.
know.
You gotta carry us now. I'm out. I'm
I'm
out.
gonna have to carry the team right now. 'Cause
I look way too proper to be playing beer pong. I'm like in a suit with my arms crossed, like I'm about to go
That
to
was
carry.
bad.
Yo, Nat, what happened to carrying us?
I'm sorry. I literally. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, that's what I'm
All
missing.
right, go.
I'll take one of those.
I have one right here. All right, put an extra one.
Yeah. Oops. Maybe.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's go.
What is it, 7-7?
Yes.
Holy numbers.
Oh my God. I can't get this ball.
Wait, did you just make it?
Yeah.
So
It's my turn.
Yeah. I'm just like, what? Sorry.
Ooh,
That was
nothing but air. Woohoo.
That was very nice.
Yeah.
So it's 7-7?
7. Yeah, 7-7.
Yeah, 7-7.
Come on, Brian, break that streak.
All right.
No, next 3, all 3.
Ugh.
Let's go.
It's gonna be.
Next point wins.
Oh,
I spoke
Come on! Why did you do this time?
You said it.
Yeah,
I
I said it.
Sorry,
It's
what?
my fault. It's my fault.
that's game, baby.
All right.
Team Americano. Get him,
Let me do it.
She goes left, you go right. On the mic and
That's
on
totally
the shit.
random talk. Have an awesome week.
Oh my God.
Don't cut. Don't cut, because this is comical.
Wait. The floor. Wait. Okay,
okay.
don't move.
Don't move.
You're
Yeah.
you're in the hot spot.
Okay.